The Earl of Clarendon tells us of the first two articles that were presented against Fielding. Number 1, that the town might have been longer defended, and number 2, that there been want of no necessary provision and as much powder at the giving it up as there was when the enemy first came before it. The allegations grew steadily worse for Fielding. Number 3 alleged that he frequently gave his pass to a woman to go out of town, who went into the Earl of Essex's army and returned again. Number 4, that several colonels pressed very earnestly to sally when the king's forces were engaged, and that they were expressly hindered and forbidden by Fielding. And number 5, that he persuaded a council of war to consent to the articles of surrender by protesting that the king had well approved them, and reproached those officers who were of another opinion, with some particulars of licence and passion which reflected more upon his discretion than his honesty of conduct. The King's 18th of April proclamation offered protection to parliamentarians who defected and joined either the King or the Governor of Reading. Clause 3 of the Articles of Surrender, however, saw these men handed back to the parliamentarians when Reading surrendered. It was alleged that Fielding had told the Council of War in Reading that the King had agreed to all of the terms on offer. During the court-martial in Oxford, the King was forced to make a second proclamation on the 12th of May, in which he stated that he was not privy to or in the least degree consenting to that exception, but holds the same most prejudicial to his service and derogatory from his honour, and that he shall always choose to run any hazard or danger the violence or treason of his enemies can threaten to bring upon him, rather than withdraw or deny his protection to any that shall return to their duty. Clarendon tells us that in the King's eyes, Fielding's acceptance of Clause 3 was nothing more than giving up on those poor men who, out of conscience of their rebellion, had betaken themselves to his protection, to be massacred and murdered by the rebels whom they had deserted.